Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading for October 2025. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Cancer. What is happening in October? Yeah, I'm late. I know, you're shocked, aren't you? If you're new, this is not unusual. I'd apologize, and I do mean it, but I'm not gonna because y'all know me now. All right, let's look at your underlying energy. Ace of Cups. I'm not mad at that. Ace of Cups, it's your cup runneth over. It's feeling like this lovely satisfaction and fulfillment. But are you there? It's underlying energy, so it feels like you are, but let's get into more of the cards. So we're going to go through our tarot, clarify with more tarot, and then we're going to come around to oracle cards at the end. And in honor of Halloween, before we get into it, it's that nice fall, October. This is Thanksgiving weekend in Canada, so it's Thanksgiving-y. It's fall, Halloween coming up. I'm wearing orange. I even have my orange drink, and I have the decks. I got as much Halloween witchy stuff as I could think of. So we got the oh God, what's it called? Silver Witchcraft Tarot. It's a lovely deck if you're into that. The Halloween deck, so cute and so fun. And the Witch's Wisdom card. So we're having some fun this month, although we have fun all the time here, in case you didn't know. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's look at your cards now. Your energy as we come into October is the Eight of Wands in reverse, like you're waiting on something. You're waiting on news to come in or something to kind of start flowing. I'm not getting too much on that, but we're going to clarify. So what is it, Cancer, that you're waiting on? What news are you waiting to come in? What information are you waiting for to get things rolling, to get things moving? Eight of Wands is a really fast moving energy, but it's in reverse. It's like it's taking a while to catch hold, whatever this is. When we look at the card that represents your energy as we flow through the month of October, we have another eight. We have the Eight of Swords. This is feeling stuck. But because it's swords, and swords are about the mind, okay? It's intellect, it's thought, it's planning, it's logic, it's practical. But quite often, you're feeling stuck and it's all up here. So I describe it as being in a prison in your own mind. Are you feeling this way because this other thing isn't moving yet? So you're feeling like you're stuck, and maybe you are. We'll dig into that a little bit more too. The last card represents your energy as we get towards the end of October and we start moving into November. The card is the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is going to be, I'm interested to see what this is about, because the Seven of Wands, it's about standing your ground. It's a bit of aggressive is the word that came to me. Take that with a grain of salt, right? It's very defensive is the energy with this card, but it's in reverse. If you feel like you've really been having to fight your way through something this month or getting out of this stuck feeling, it feels like the tide's going to turn. So I'm liking the sound of that. We're getting our next deck of tarot cards to clarify a little bit. We're going to get a little info. Try again. We're going to get a little more info on these. Whoa, cards are flying out. Okay, what do we got? Hang on. That one. Need two more. And also, as I'm getting the cards to let you know, looking for ideas. Let me know what you guys want to see. I was thinking about doing pick-a-card readings on the channel too. Put it in the description box, in the comments. Let me know if you'd be interested in that, because they're so much fun. I really enjoy them. So if you do too, put that in there. You just might see some coming up. The underlying energy on this deck, so this is our Halloween deck. It's so cute and so fun. We have the King of Imps in reverse. King of Imps is the King of Wands. When the King of Wands is in reverse, he's not very happy. He's not mad. In this instance, I'm not even going to say he's disappointed. He's reflective. He's looking around and he's analyzing, which isn't a typical energy. Well, I mean, all the kings kind of do. It's more of a King of Swords kind of thing, maybe even King of Pentacles. King of Wands is usually less like this. So this is making me think he's really taking notice of something in this situation. The other thing about this, remember in our first deck, the underlying energy was the Ace of Cups. This is something that feels good for you. I think he's actually surprised at what this is doing for you, Cancer. It doesn't feel good or bad. It's kind of a neutral energy. Let's keep going on this. That's our underlying energy, but let's take a look at our Eight of Wands in reverse. This is you waiting for something, right? We have the King of Bats. These are so cute. King of Bats is the King of Swords in reverse. So you've got two kings now in reverse. And I was just talking about how the King of Swords is more of that analytical kind of vibe. So he's here too. He's at the beginning of the month looking at, okay, why isn't this moving? It's almost like having your boss looking over your shoulder. And take that with a grain of salt too. It's not from a perspective of, oh my God, what's Cancer doing? They screwed up or something. I don't get that feeling, but it's more of a, hey, I'm checking in. What's going on here? Do you need anything? Do you want me to look at something? This underlying King of Wands feels more hands off in the background. King of Swords is more involved and in the fray. Right down in the pit with you. Do you know what I'm saying? And there to lend a hand. And it doesn't feel judgy. It doesn't feel like they're mad or anything, but they're just interested in getting stuff done and helping where the help needs to come. I love that energy of that King of Swords, whoever it is. By the way, in case you're new, I say this all the time. Just because it's kings doesn't mean it has to be a man. Okay. So like gender doesn't matter. We talk about divine masculine and feminine, which means the traits that a person or situation might have, more masculine or more feminine. So now when we look at the card that came out under the Eight of Swords, so this is the energy through the month where you're feeling kind of stuck, right? We have the Six of Imps, which is the Six of Wands, so cute, also in reverse. And the Six of Wands is a card that speaks of victory. It's coming home with the prize kind of thing. You know, the traditional card is a guy on a horse. He's got the laurel wreath on his head and he's going through town and everyone's cheering and congratulating him and stuff like that. Because you're feeling stuck, even if you are winning, you're not going to feel it. It's like things are moving and happening more than you recognize or realize. And I think what it's going to take for you to kind of clue into that, for it to click in, is for you to feel this flow of the Ace of Cups. Take a look around again. And I'm going to go back to this King of Swords, who I think is instrumental this month for you. When this person of a higher status, and whatever that means to you, when this person of a higher status comes and says, hey, do you want me to take a look or can I lend a hand? It would behoove you to allow them to do so. Not a bad idea. And maybe if you do, you'll start feeling like things are working better than you thought, even if you are feeling a little stuck. Because let's go back to this for a second. Remember how I said the Eight of Swords says you feel stuck? Doesn't mean you are. Remember how I said this could represent being stuck up in your head, right? The prison of your own making. Maybe this King of Swords will allow to shake that loose and start to feel like you're more victorious and moving forward than you think you are. Not a bad thing at all. And when we get to the end of the month, we were talking about that Seven of Wands, that defensive card. Feels like the tide is going to turn. We have the Three of Pumpkins, so cute, which is the Three of Pentacles. It's in reverse, but I don't mind this. And the Three of Pentacles, it's doing the hard work and getting the recognition for it. This might be something where, let's say, whatever you're involved in is something kind of new to you and you've been trying to figure things out. You're doing a good job. Like, I don't think there's anything bad here. It's like when you're your own worst critic, right? Because remember how I said at the beginning, this King of Swords doesn't seem mad or anything. And the King of Wands, remember how I said, is actually looking and kind of surprised and interested and intrigued at how good it's actually looking for you. I think everyone else is seeing the good and what's happening, and it's bypassing you. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit, Cancer. So that's really interesting. I think you're doing better than you think you are. And now we're going to dig even more. We're going to get a couple oracle cards, and then I'm going to round out with one message from Spirit. Okay, let's go through these a little bit faster because, yeah, I'm like chatting like crazy. This is going to be a long video. I already know it is. I already know it is, Cancer. But that's okay. It just means I get to hang out with you longer. And who doesn't want that, right? Okay, what do we got? So under our Eight of Wands and our King of Swords, this is, waiting for stuff to move. Mr. Swords is there going, hey, can I help kind of thing? The card that came out is Ritual. And the buzzword is invocation. So it's like you have to summon something. It's like there's a code or a secret or a key that's involved to get this turning. That's what it's feeling like. Was there a step that was missed? Was there a person that had to come in and perform a task in order for things to keep moving? It's like there's a step or a piece of the puzzle missing that has to come in and unlock whatever this is. I'm not mad at that either. I think that's pretty cool. And I think that's another reason why this King of Swords is here to try and help you shed some light on that and figure it out so you know who to go to or what to do. And then when we look at our Eight of Swords and our Six of Wands combo, so it's, you might be a little stuck in your head, doesn't feel like you're successful, right? That the victory is coming, but I think it's there. The card that came out is Familiar, and the buzzword is Guardian. I think you have someone or something that is kind of in the background. Sort of like this King of Wands, but not the King of Wands. It would be like, this is the King of Wands who's kind of watching from afar in the background, and this is their helper. This is their go-to person, right? With their finger on the pulse while representing the King of Wands, getting into the fray, or at least watching from a closer distance and reporting back. And again, this is not judgment. It is not a bad thing. There's a lot of eyes on this, whatever it is. There's a lot of eyes on this to see what's going on and how things are going to pan out, which obviously means there's eyes on you too, because this is about you, or at least something you're heavily involved in. But I'm feeling no malice here. Like the energy is really positive for you, even if it doesn't feel like it. Then the last cards are Seven of Wands and our Three of Pumpkins. So it's like, getting off the defensive and just doing the work and figuring stuff out. The card that came out is Ancestors, and the buzzword is Remembrance. There is a call to look back in the past a little bit in whatever situation this is, whether this is a romance thing, whether it's a work thing. Sometimes you have to look to the past, right? To see if there is something that has happened or worked in the past that you might be able to bring in now. And this is part of the working hard and figuring stuff out. It's almost like, where'd they go? The kings are here watching you, right? Observing, even giving you hints, giving you a hand. But I know this saying sounds so bad, but you know what it means. Giving you enough rope to hang yourself. I know that sounds terrible, and I shouldn't use that analogy, but I just did. It's like, let's give Cancer enough of a lead to see how far they can go with this and make it work with enough slack, but we can still pull them back if they're getting too close to the edge and are going to fall off, right? And I really hate using this kind of description, but it's like a little bit you're being tested. Like I said, there's eyes on you watching what's going on, but I think there's a bit of a test in here too. At the end of the day, the underlying energy, what I see here is very supportive. So don't miss that. As you're going through the month, remember that there are people and situations and systems and ideas and everything that are there for you for the taking. Look back. I think you'll find some stuff there too. And finally, our message from Spirit is Ant Spirit, and it says, time to collaborate. Three of Pentacles. If you've been feeling Eight of Swords, right? If you've been feeling like you're kind of alone in this, take a look around. Go back to that King of Swords. Look around and see who is there. This familiar, right? This consort's not the right word. Well, kind of is, I guess. This sidekick of the King of Wands is there for you too. Remember that you don't have to do it alone. There are people and things and support there for you. Make sure you take advantage of them. So, wow. It's a lot, Cancer. It's a lot going on, but I'm liking this energy. I think whatever this is, there's some really good potential here. But how are you viewing it? And how are you viewing how you fit into this? You might want to kind of change perspective a little bit and see how it goes. But remember, you've got the support there for you should you need it. All right, we're going to leave it there. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. All that stuff really does help the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.